In the morning after awakening, when no other impressions have yet passed through the soul, one directs one's attention away from all sense impressions, from all memories of daily life. One seeks to become entirely free from all cares and worries, etc. If this inner stillness of soul has been achieved, then one should, for 5 minutes, let the following 7 lines live in one's soul. Quote, more radiant than the sun, purer than snow, finer than the ether, is the self. The spirit in my heart, this self I am this self. Part 2, in the second 5 minutes, there follows number 1, concentration on the point between and somewhat behind the eyebrows, while meditating on I am. Number 2, concentration on the inside of the larynx, while meditating on it thinks. Number 3, concentration on both arms and hands, while meditating on she feels. In doing this, the hands can be folded, or the right hand can be laid over the left. After a while, one feels how the hands want to separate through their own power. Yet under no circumstances must one ever bring this about through self-delusion. Number 4, concentration on the entire surface of the body while meditating on he wills. Number 5, concentration on the pit of the stomach while meditating on divine life. After all that follows, a 5-minute devotional immersion of one's own ideal of the divine. In the evening, as before, retrospection of the day's events. The following is to be added to the previous exercise, which I ask you to retain until you hear more from me. It should come directly at the place where he wills streams over the entire surface of the body. From the surface of the body, streams or rays are to be created and drawn toward the heart at the center point. All of this is to be done slowly and with the still calmness of consciousness. During this process, meditate upon the thought, seek the path. Then, I ask you to rest quietly with all your feeling in your heart while meditating upon, quote, seek the path in inner deepening, close quote. Then the stream is to be directed back again to the surface of the body while meditating upon, quote, seek the path in which you boldly step out of yourself, close quote. A time will soon come when you will perceive the indicated streaming or rays as a real stream of warmth. These exercises prepare the connection of your own personality, microcosmos, to the greater world and its secrets, macrocosmos. Just as the exercises already given are to prepare the awakening of your own individuality. In the future, the human being will live in a much more intimate connection with the lawfulness of the world than at present. And the esoteric pupil anticipates this intimacy in future development. The head with its brain is only a transitional organ in the evolution of human knowing. The organ that will actually be able to see deeply and powerfully into the world has its rudimentary seed in the present-day heart. But please note, in order to become an organ of perception, the heart must still be transformed in manifold ways. But this heart is the source and fount of future stages of humanity. When the heart is the organ of knowledge, knowledge will be warm and intimate as only feelings of love and compassion are today. But these feelings will have to struggle out of the darkness and obtuseness in which they are only groping about today, into bright clarity, which only the subtlest logical thoughts of the head possesses today. The true pupil is preparing him or herself for such things. and this preparation is only proper when pupils are preparing themselves with the indicated attitude in their souls. This attitude is the mother of the perspective that they need. I ask you, please, to bear firmly in mind that we only attain what we should attain in our meditation and concentration exercises if we perform them permeated by our great sublime goals in bright, full clarity. I ask you continually to regard and undertake the exercises in this way. Thus you place yourself in the community of spirits, who out of their incarnations in the present time are to become the seers and helpers of the future. For the future development of the world, there is nothing better that we can do than to develop ourselves further. However, we must do this, and we will not, for a moment, doubt that we must do it, as soon as we have recognized the truth concerning our own being and the connection of this being with the world. However, this knowledge can be acquired only gradually. It is a child of the will and patience. Please attempt to bring together the content of the various lessons this winter and the 4 first sentences of Title Light on the Path, and then, without compulsion, write down your thoughts about them. You will find that these 4 sentences, number 1, before the eyes, number 2, before the ear, number 3, before the voice can speak, number 4, before the soul can stand, contain an unlimited amount, and that the most important theosophical teachings about the world and self-knowledge will gradually appear before your soul intuitively when you live entirely within these sentences. These sentences are not mere sentences, but powers that awaken truth, strength, and life when you devote yourselves to them.